Ah, tulips.
Mm-hmm. Lila didn't want you to miss one moment of spring while you were stuck in here.
They're beautiful. Yeah, Grandmother's garden is one of the things I missed most when I was away. They have spring in California, but not like here. You don't feel like you're on some new green planet like in Port Charles. You know what else I missed?
What?
The geese. Turning, honking.
Well, guaranteed next year, that's for sure. So, we got the test results from your biopsy, and it confirms the lump on your breast is cancerous.
Well, no big news there.
So, now we discuss options for beating it. Emily needs to hear about her treatment options.
First, we'll need to do a lumpectomy to remove the tumor. Then we'll make sure we have a clear margin around it. If not...
You'll cut my breast off.
Emily, hey, the cancer looks like it was detected in the early stages. You may not need a mastectomy.
We compared this biopsy to the one you had done at Stanford. The cancer hasn't spread as quickly as expected, which may have to do with the alternative treatment you've been taking, although we can't be sure. We need to schedule the surgery soon in order...
Because at my age, the cancer can be pretty aggressive. You left out the part where you cut out some of my lymph nodes, and if the cancer's already spread there, you start shooting me up with poison.
Chemotherapy.
Poison to kill the cancer, if it doesn't kill me first.
Okay, let's look at the best case scenario right now. Now, if the cancer is isolated, which is a very good chance, you could just have minor surgery and no chemo, right?
Exactly. In many cases, all that's needed is the surgical removal of the lump, which in your case is still very small. There may be no need for chemo.
But you can't say for sure, right? Any more than you can promise the chemo will work if I have to go through it.
Emily, so far you're lucky. You found this early. Why don't you discuss how you want to proceed with your mom, and she'll let me know. But the sooner we do this, the better the potential outcome.
Thank you, Doctor.
Doesn't work.
What?
Part of me still thinks that if I say all of those terrifying words, like chemo, surgery, mastectomy, cancer, they'll lose some of their power, but they don't.
Emily.
What if I'm not lucky like you? What if I'm more like my mom? What do I do when they just start hacking away at me piece by piece until there's nothing left?
Gia?
Zander?
What floor are you looking for?
Fifth floor.
You're here. Come on, get up.
Oh, thank you.
Need some help?
No, just steer me somewhere I can cut this down.
Coming through.
Help me avoid children, patients, and wheelchairs.
Lost Rose Parade float. Excuse us. Here, right there.
Thank you.
Well, looks like you robbed a beauty pageant.
People always say I overcompensate. I prefer to call it scope and vision.
Who are they for?
Emily.
How'd you know?
Oh, I was in the elevator and I overheard a couple of nurses when I was here to pick up some paperwork. They were being discreet, but since I know Emily, I was able to figure out who they were referring to. How is she?
What exactly did you hear?
She overdosed and her mom brought her in. Look, you have to talk to somebody. I'm volunteering.
Emily, got hooked on painkillers. And she was in rehab from her spinal injury.
She'll kick it.
Yeah. Yeah, she will. I just stopped by to visit, but she's in there with her mom and some doctor. I'm just wandering around killing time until they're finished.
Well, now you have someone to wait with.
I'm fine.
You look like an unmade bed. Look, I'm here anyway, so we can talk about, my extravagant taste and floral arrangements. Or you can just tell me how you're doing.
This probably sounds crazy, but I'm more afraid of being sick than I am of dying.
No, it doesn't sound crazy at all. In fact, when I was diagnosed with cancer, I did the same thing. I imagined the worst. I tried to hide it from everybody. I didn't want anyone to know. But Emily, I'm fine now. I made it.
We both know not everyone does.
A lot has happened since your mom was diagnosed. And they caught yours a lot earlier than they did with her. Emily, with all the advances they have made, you may just need minor surgery and no chemo.
Or not.
Paige would want you to be positive.
You know, everyone says think positive, and you try to be strong and feel good about stuff. And the next thing you know, the lumpectomy wasn't enough. They want to take away the whole breast and then the other, and you're supposed to lie there and say it doesn't matter while visible parts of your body get lopped off like you were made of clay. And before you can wrap your brain around that, you've gone through a couple of rounds of chemo, and you lose all of your hair, and every move is like pushing through mud. That's what I remember my mother saying.
You're getting way ahead of yourself.
Then you walk by a mirror, and it takes you a second to realize it's a ghost staring back. The you who love to pick out pretty things to wear instead of trying to hide under sweaters twice your size. But you hear the doctor say, you're lucky. We got it in time. We got it all. And you don't feel lucky, but you tell yourself, if I grab hold of that word and believe it, it'll come true. But then somebody else says, whoops, sorry, we missed a spot. And it starts all over again until it's worse, until you die. That's what I have to look forward to.
No. What you have to look forward to is life. Family. But you can't delay this. You've got to strike now. You're not going to let it defeat you. You've got to get mad, and you've got to fight.
Why go through all of that just to die anyway?
Okay, Emily, you look at me and you listen to what I'm going to say. You're not going to die. I won't let you. We're going to schedule a lumpectomy, hopefully for tomorrow. In the meantime, you can go ahead with your alternate treatments as a supplement. I'll even help you with it, but you've got to stick with traditional methods. I know this, Emily, because they work, and you will get through it. You'll do this for the family, for you, for Zander, and most of all, for Paige.
I don't know how.
I do. I do. Okay, listen. You get some rest, and I'll check in on you later, okay?
I love you, Mom.
Oh, I love you too.
Didn't recognize the drug. It was something Emily had gotten from Mexico. She had a whole stash. I flushed it and begged her to tell somebody in her family, but she wouldn't. And then her mom found her passed out on the floor.
Oh, my gosh. The good news is she's getting help.
Well, if it weren't for me, she wouldn't be in this position in the first place.
The bus crash was an accident. You certainly didn't cause it.
Well, she was drug-free for years before the bus accident. And no matter what you say, she was on that bus because of me.
No, why do you think Emily came home? Because you're here. Because she knew she had a problem and she knew she needed help.
Okay, why wouldn't she tell me?
Probably because she was ashamed. Or she figured that you'd blame yourself exactly the way you're doing right now. So prove her wrong. Show her you're strong enough to help her. Instead of sitting there feeling guilty about something that's not your fault.
How is she?
Well, we're assessing the situation.
But I can go see her now, right?
Actually, she's wiped out, and I think if we all leave her alone, she'll get some sleep, which is exactly what she needs.
When do you expect to release her?
Well, not for a few days, anyway.
Well, I have to get to class, so I'm going to take this Rose Parade float over to the nurses so they can give it to Em when she wakes up.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you, Jean.
See you later.
Bye.
She really that bad?
Be patient with her, Zander. She's really going to need you.
Emily already has, and she always will. Hey?
The bartender let me in.
You're supposed to be at the hospital.
I've forgotten how much I love the smell of the rose.
Your mom told me not to stop by.
My mom doesn't always know what's best for me.
Well, even though you're not supposed to be here, it's good to see you. Emily, I want to help you. Sometimes I don't know what to do. All I can promise you is that I'll do whatever you need to get you through this.
I know. That's why I came here. I used to dream about you. Dancing with you. Kissing you. Feeling your arms around me. And then we danced in the road that night by the headlights of the limo. And the music coming from the radio.
I remember. I used to lie awake at night, thinking the same things in my head.
Then we made love. And it was almost like the way I dreamed about it.
What was different?
It was better. It was perfect. Every time we're together, it's perfect.
Anything perfect about you and me. It's all because of you. Perfect mouth. Perfect heart. Perfect body. How do we feel when we're close together? Emily? True.
What we had was so wonderful.
What we still have. What we will have. And you're gonna beat this thing.